Almost. Scene, Sam, scene. Starting my lap. I'll mute so I don't think Jacob's playing a game right now, but just in case.
All right. You don't have to.
No,
You're
we'll.
quiet at the moment.
No excuse.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap. There's the flag. It's over.
There you are. I've tracked that second one.
Yep. On the second chicane, because I know I'm slow there, and I was like, right, I've got a banker. I have to push. Like, that's if I drive a second banker lap, there's no point. So
I fucked the main chicane twice. Terrible,
I-
terrible.
I finished the second lap, and if I hadn't fucked that chicane, I would have beat you by a tenth.
Nah.
I was on for a 1 flat, at least, maybe even a 0.9. So that's frustrating. I just hope Mark doesn't get past me.
I'm going to go on Pete. Yep. Yeah, one sec. I was actually pretty happy with my laps, except for the chicane.
Hmm.
But they were pretty solid overall.
Second lap was good, except for the off track. First lap was just conservative.
Race, set, check. All right.
One more car. Come on, final car. Don't make us wait another minute.
Here come us. Starting from the pits, though.
Yeah, but you can grid and then.
Oh, I know
get out.
that. But does everybody else? How's your VR goggles? Are you a bit uncomfortable?
Fuck you. No, they're not. But I just adjusted them.
As I
here we
rub
go.
my eyes, change my glasses.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, we can do this. Oh.
Alright. Good. Remember, you should go slow on the first lap.
Yeah, taking it easy. Taking it easy. One lap. Oh, no. Fuck.
That looked like an off track.
One off. Funny, I thought I got an off track, so I looked up to the top of the screen to check, and I almost got an off track trying to check if I got an off track.
Eyes forward.
All right.
Or you can keep checking for off tracks. That suits me fine. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Side, clear on the right.
What was that?
Slow down.
Oh, why'd you do it right in the middle of the fucking chicane?
I was just coasting through it.
I had no idea. I thought you had fucking had a mechanical or something.
Stay on the
Could have
left.
told me.
Clear, car on your left. Clear.
It's actually kind of frozen
Side,
in panic,
clear.
not knowing what to do.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Now you fucked me.
Well, I thought you went around, and so I lifted to. I was going to let you back, wait for you, essentially. So you
Well, you
pointed
slowed
in the right
down on the straight into the chicane, but I didn't quite get to you. You're just going slow.
Yeah, I managed that really poorly.
And then in the chicane, I had nowhere to go. I couldn't go either side.
Fucking micro freeze right over the middle of that. Fuck me.
You're just about to break Mark as well.
Yeah, that was really stupid of me.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Oh my god, what was that?
drove right in front of me as I was about to go alongside him. He just blocked me.
He does not count for momentum, does he?
Just set your fastest lap of the session. 2. Just set the fastest lap. 0.972. We're in a podium position. You just hit the fastest lap. 2. Just set the fastest lap. 0.684. Car on.
He just drove off the fucking
Clear.
track.
Useless fucking prick. Another car exiting the fucking pits. Are you serious?
That was your fastest lap of the session.
And another one. That just got back. Oh my god, that was horrible. I got massive understeer through one.
Again, slides, rear slides. He's off. Saw plenty of smoke. He's back on.
He's still on.
He's had a massive,
Hmm.
bowled a massive wide.
Mark just went very wide. He's getting real aggressive with his lines and his and like entries.
Oh, it's fucking gone.
Car right.
Fuck. Oh, I think I got wheel damage.
Got wheel damage.
You got wheel damage.
Yeah, I'm right hand. I'm right hand down now.
Clear.
Oh, massive right hand down.
Sorry.
Fucking hell, Mark.
Another off track. I don't know why I'm suddenly starting getting off tracks at that
Mark brakes super early there, FYI.
chicane.
The leader.
Well, I haven't had too many issues behind me.
827.
Fucking hell. Got an off track just because I couldn't see where I was going. Oh, come on.
I can get Mark. Give me a minute. Oh, what's he doing?
Car on your left.
This will be interesting.
To the right. Still there, hold your line. Still there, you're on the right. 3 wide. Still there, still there. Still there, still there.
Fuck, I'm not getting much room.
Car right, 2 wide.
That's because
Clear
it's
on the
3
right.
wide, I guess.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Left
That was
side.
wild.
Clear on the left.
Gee.
Right side. Keep to the left.
Wondering why he's squeezing me.
Still there.
That's a slow
Clear.
down. No. Oh, yeah, he got away with it somehow. He's got an off track, right?
Sheet forward with me in the middle.
Alright. Everything is right with the world. You got your spot. Oh, yeah.
Hold at that curb. Do not feel confident there. I'd probably brake where Mark brakes up here.
Last lap.
White flag. One more lap to go.
Oh, fuck.
Left side.
Must be an off track.
No, but I just had a snap.
No, me. Like watching you, because it always looks like the car in front's losing it.
Yeah.
But
Left side. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Oh, fuck.
yeah, no, I chose lift instead of off track.
Yeah, I've racked up a few now. In the last 3 laps, I've got almost all my off tracks. Okay, just need a clean run through the chicane.
Pretty wide through the last chicane, I reckon.
Pretty happy with
What's
that.
going on here?
I think I just rattled another bolt off.
Oh.
There's the flag.
Oh, Chief says I deserved that.
Jeez.
Nice run. Solid
I
work.
got to see that move where I took the lead though. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, I was
And I
blaming
was
Mark for
just-
squeezing me, and it wasn't Mark, it was you.
I was getting squeezed off the side of the track by Mark. I think there was a little bit of 0x, like he got hit, which pushed him into me, and then that probably pushed him back into you. I think it was just a bit of.
Chief didn't say 3 wide once, a fucking
No, I
turd.
didn't hear a 3 wide either from the in-game Chief.
Team orders, there was no team orders. I did feel bad about how I handled my slowdown. I completely balls it up. But I was pushing.
I think
I wasn't
the
going to
only-
give it to him.
to me.
Yeah. No chances I let
mind.
him.
Not. I think anyone who takes a slowdown in the middle of something like that where there's no alternative line, I think that's dirty. Like that's blocking.
Yeah, I agree. Certainly wasn't the plan. It was more a case of the plan was to have it served before,
Yeah.
and then I sort of had 3 things to deal with. Like, oh fuck, I'm out of place to take it. I'm watching the mirror, going, oh, how can I gracefully bow out of this? And oh my god, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
But it's yeah. So I'll definitely, that's on me, and I'm happy to cop that. That was a stupid thing to do, but Mark, I didn't even know we were 3 wide. Chief's telling me nothing, so I'm like, why the fuck is Mark squeezing me? And it wasn't the case. Then there's another car popping out the side. So
Right at the end as
Yeah,
well.
you got there.
I
See?
tagged Mark.
I had no idea, so I'm coming across to try and squeeze Mark, and then Mark comes across to allow room for you, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And really, all it was because we were 3 wide, and not once did Chief say anything. Yeah. See, normally, if Chief had said, "Hey, you're on the right 3 wide," okay, cool, no worries, I can make as much room, but not once did he. I was a bit dirty about that. I sort of half guessed way too late. Oh, fucking hell. I'm wondering why the colour balance is so poor. better. Where's Blimp? Save the Blimp one day.
Can Mark hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about the entry to that corner, Mark. That was probably just a bit over the line.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible. I'd never done too wide through that chicane. I really wanted to just test it out to see how viable it was. It was not the right decision. But yeah, you can see that I'm squeezing Mark, Sean, which is why.
Yeah.
Well, you would if
That's
you're
why.
watching my stream anyway.
Of course I'm always
Blimp.
watching.
Blimp.
I managed to just stay on track. I'm willing to go half off onto the grass. Because I knew you were over there. I didn't get the 3 wide call, but I had the visibility of coming into it.
Yeah, you would have had all of that going on.
But I wasn't going to say it to you halfway through because we're all concentrating on our own shit. And it's just, we'll figure it out.
But I was really trying to process too wide. Like, I'm like, okay, if I'm too shallow, I'm going to hit the curb on the right-hander and I'm going to jump out into Mark. So I'm trying to come back into the track to give myself room. But of course, I can't because there's some bullfed already there on the other side. But when I hit the curb to lose the lead, it fucked my suspension up. What lap was that? Here I am trying to cut the corner more. But from that point on, right hand down, God, it was a terrible
lap was that?
My 7.
No, you hurt your steering wheel before that, didn't you?
No, look at that. Oof.
Lap 7 at the chicane?
The chicane, yes. I'm pretty sure that was, because I'm pretty sure that was when I lost the lead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's something I'm trying to improve because I feel like I'm weak there. So I'm trying to experiment and go deep and smash over the curbs and stuff. But I don't know if it just landed hard or what. That was...
it's weird that you got damage. I reckon it was when you hit it.
The first part.
Yeah. Wait, maybe it was on the first apex, your front wheel gets up in the air and then it slatters the second part of the curb as you're sort of finishing it. Like you jump over the first part and then you see it sort of just whack the other side of it as you go across it. And maybe that did it. I don't know, but it was all forces from underneath. It doesn't look like anything that should have damaged suspension.
I don't think we hit anybody after that. There was no car contact or anything like that. Immediately it felt bad.
On the second part of that chicane where you actually lost time, I think that's where you were saying before about the direction. I think you cut the right amount, but you were too far to the left in the middle of the chicane.
Yeah, it's the wrong
your
angle.
line wasn't right. Yeah.
It's because I cut too much of the first part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same, Mark. It's that consistency. I do it differently every single lap, and I'm pushing myself to do it because my natural response is to go slower, right? If you to improve your consistency, you sort of dial it back a tenth, like 9.9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10. So you attack it less and improve the line, and then sort of build back up again. But I seem to lose more time than anything doing that. But every lap is an adventure here. I never know. Oh, yeah, that was probably too much there.
I'm back above Don in iRating now.
Yeah, fuck you. See, you can see it there before I start to turn left, the right hand down on the wheel. I don't get how it happened, but it did essentially. I was a bit worried that I was going to just lose the pack. It wasn't too bad. At least it wasn't body damage or anything like that. But the other chicane is just as fucking bad. What did I do to kill? Oh, let's slow down. Were we too wide through there?
I almost said when you hit that curb and you said you had damage, I was about to say if you're slow, get out of the way. 'Cause I wanted to chase down Mark.
Well, I needed to know, I guess, first.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just did it on my own, like a dickhead. It's my own stupid fault. Yeah, stupid. Stupid. Oh, Neil's racing. It's Neil racing. Oh, it's Sunday. He's racing. Kippies. Are we going to do another one, or are you done?
I'll do another one.
Oh, we got... Well, could have been worse. Not my best. I've done 11 races here, apparently. That's the most I think I've done in a week.
Well, actually, this must be my 4th? Maybe? What was the race start like? I feel like I know Mark's not super aggressive at the race start, so I don't think he's going to go for a move. I still don't want to just leave the door open.
Yeah,
and just sort
you don't want to invite them. They won't push it,
Yeah.
but you don't want to invite them in either. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just sort of hover as well. Kind of like,
Yeah.
just look, I trust you, but just look, just so you know.
It's like, I'm not going to make it easy. I'm not going to, yeah.
Just, yeah, please.
But I should have gone closer to the racing line into turn 1 because I lost a few tenths on you there, and I feel like I had to drive the first lap a little harder than I would have liked to make sure I didn't lose the draft.
Mark had the fastest lap out of us.
Yep.
No,
Hey.
don't get aggressive, Mark. No. We're all in this as a team, okay? Let's work as a team and do it my way.
We're definitely not in this as a team,
We just want to pull away.
but we're fair competitors.
Yeah, we just want to break away and not invite the guys behind us to sniff in. That's all. Then it's game on. Well,
I feel like we just had like a 10th or something on Mark on the first like 2 or 3 laps, but then after that it was just even, I think.
it's done. Whoever's got an advantage is certainly not enough to break away the draft.
Oh, not even close. Yeah.
Especially with our inconsistencies. Sam is anyone that I've seen so far that can smash over all of those curbs, lap after lap after lap, race after race. And I think I said to you yesterday, if I nail it, the best I can do is maintain a gap, and at best I can do that 1 lap in a row. And that's where he gets you. That's where he gets you.
Between that and his grip hacks, it's really hard to beat it.
I wish you hadn't installed the fucking skill hacks he's got. All right,
skills.exe.
7 incidents.
Right.
Fuck,
I am
Mark had
registered.
6. Oh, fuck. Sergey had 12. Aaron had 14. Pat had 17 and got DQ'd. So we weren't alone. It's one of those tracks where the incidents
It invites them. You can gain time by pushing them.
but there's no obvious they're not easy to come by. They're not easy to come by. I don't know. So, some tracks are more obvious than others. There's, I guess, self-policing it with other things like grass and
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah, like there's some tracks where like you're not going to get off track at the apex of the chicane, because if you're going that like far across the apex, you're going to get hit by a curb or something. Whereas here, especially with that final chicane, if you cut the corner, you go faster.
yes.
So you want to be as close to it as possible.
And the
which
angle
is when
that
you get them.
the angles. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. You put the sausage curbs, like you've got the anti-cut curbs in the first chicane, second chicane. Like you stay off those.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, because
Yeah,
it
you're not
punishes
at
you.
risk of getting a 1x on the apex of those ones.
No, you just car damage is what you're what you're gonna get. So, all right. So we need that's my warm up race, hey. So, bloody skippies, Mark. I wish they'd just let the skippies die. They should have never have let the skippies run side by side with the Formula Ford. They should have just
Should've been a
retired it.
straight replacement.
Yeah, retire the fucking thing and move on.
People can make leagues if they want to keep running it.
That's
It's
right.
just not.
How much have we loaded? 25%. Okay. Last one, and then I've got to make sure I've got school night tonight.
Yeah, I'll be getting off after this. Anyway.
If we don't fight.
I've got my win. I don't need to push too hard. I just want to follow along.
Yeah, he says until he's fucking pulling out and making passes. Yeah. I've heard this story before.
So, you can leave the door open if you want. It's fine. Pinky swear that I won't run you off the track.
Yeah.
Like I kind of did to Mark.
Well, Sam doesn't even want to go past either.
All right. Oh, slow down.
All clear. Push
Please.
now. White flag. We'll need to
There's
come into
no
the
way
next
my
step.
average was fucking over the limit. You can fuck right off. I was toddling down about 20 fucking Ks under the limit and just
New fastest
cross
for
the
Palmer,
speed limit over the line.
209.6.
And it said not speeding. Fuck you. Are you in my fuck? You're not in my thing, are you?
I can see your name in here.
Oh, you are. Where the fuck are you?
I'm not on track.
You're so good. You're not on track. Righto, Stan.
Your exit
I don't
looks
need
clear.
the
Stay
practice.
behind.
Apparently not. I can't get this fucking. I'm gonna get this chicane right.
Oh my god.
Like even
I think I'm
with
at the point where I'm not going to get any faster without like analyzing and really specifically practicing stuff.
I don't think you need to be faster. I think it all comes from
Person in front.
consistency.
Racecraft.
Get to P5.
Yeah.
It's just the braking for the second chicane. Like I still don't know. Like I've got the early laps. Like I know where to brake in the first few laps. But as the grip comes back, I go, well, where do I move to now? Like where's my new mark?
Yeah,
I
and
go-
you push it one lap and you almost lose it, and you just sort of back
Bring it
off.
back,
You
yeah.
lose all your confidence.
Because definitely you can move the brake markers forward as the race progresses.
And I think also just be more aggressive with that. The
Holy
turning on the
shit.
brakes, like you can
Right
just
side.
you can ride those
Stay
brakes and
right.
really throw the rear in a bit harder once the grip comes up. Whereas early on you got to be very smooth.
Smooth criminal. I love seeing lots of smoke up ahead. Alright, so I need to do a better job with this fucking chicane this race. That last race, I was absolutely abysmal. It fucked my qualifying, and it fucked my race.
Are you talking about the chicane?
The chicane.
But on the last couple laps when you were behind me, you were still quicker than me through there, and I didn't think I did a bad job.
I started to improve at the end, but whatever I was doing at the start,
Fastest
It
lap
was
for
just
Palmer,
It was a-
206.
The couple of laps after the slowdown incident, and Mark was behind you. You seemed like you were a bit shaken. You were sort of,
Yeah.
you looked like you were making a few mistakes and struggling a bit, but then you got it a bit under control, and then you made the mistake.
Yeah, I was a bit annoyed with all of that it happened.
Hmm. It's the kind of thing where, like, mentally, you've got to just say, "I'll
Suck it.
I'll reflect on it after the race." Like,
No, because I was tossing up. I'm like, okay, how do I make this better? I'm like, I don't want to, but it's like, if you catch up, I'll let you buy. And in the end, you sort of got through it anyway.
yeah.
And that's why I said to you, right,
Sector one
we're all
time's okay.
square or game on or something,
Yeah.
something similar.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, it's been redressed.
Does it count if it's not intentional though?
Which bit?
Me having to take the place back. You didn't intentionally give me the place back.
I didn't intentionally block you either. No, I was trying to make
but
it. I was trying to make it difficult. I really was. But
Yeah.
first thing that came to my mind was, this is what these guys do when they try and slow down and let you by. They start to slow down on the straight before the corner, but they mistime it, and by the time you get there,
Sector 2 time is okay.
it's the apex. And I'm like, that's exactly what happened. Like, I've gone,
Yeah.
no, I've got this, and this new whatever they're doing with the slowdown now, like, that would have been perfect for the old slowdown model. But it was starting to come down. I'm like, yep, got this. And then it added, I don't know what it was, another 4/10 or something stupid onto the clock. And I'm like, fuck. And this is as I'm approaching. And it's like, fuck. So, lesson learned, I've got to get it done a lot earlier and a lot quicker. Oh! It was stupid, and it was wrong, and it was totally my fault. Don't tell anyone I said that. I'll deny it. He's marking his session. Is Mark going to do another one? Hope he hasn't gone over to watch the goddamn skippies. Better not be one of those skippy sympathisers.
Yeah, we don't like those kind around here.
Except for Sam, yeah. Jenny and Mark, if he admits it. We don't like skippy sympathisers unless you call our bluff, and then we'll quickly back down.
Yeah, they're like, "What do you mean, you people?" And we're like, "Oh, fuck."
Even that double right-hander, like, I feel like I know what I'm doing, right? I go past the sign, I lift, I drag the brake ever so slightly, but it still feels like it's different every time
What double right-hander?
before the chicane.
Car right.
Oh,
Clear
right.
on the right.
Aqua Minerale.
Yep, that's the one. Sounds like the
Um,
water from Tarkov.
Car right.
Just sounds like a bottled water brand
Clear on the right.
in general.
Does.
Yeah, that's one where I think because it's not like a typical like hit your brake markers, turn in, exit the corner. There's a lot more sort of finesse to it. It makes it harder to have like one approach and to know that that's the fastest approach. And
That's the same for just about every corner on this track. None of these corners are stereo in this car anyway.
The fastest lap.
None of the corners are just stereotypical marker, turn in,
there's a few.
accelerate.
The one before Aqua Minerale, I'd say, is pretty standard. I
Okay.
feel like
I don't really mean literally, but and you could even argue the hairpin is pretty standard too. But the point is, a lot of corners here that are not
guess-
your average straightforward corner.
yeah, every chicane on any track, it's like it's just got multiple points to it.
Yep.
Which makes them tricky, and because this has like 4 chicanes on it, it's just a lot of
Arguably-
tricky.
it's at least twice as complicated as a regular corner.
I would argue more.
Oh yeah, I guess I think I said. Did I say minimum? At least
You
or
said at
something?
least, yeah.
Yeah, because I agree. I think there's more to it by needing to perfect the first corner to get the second corner.
Yeah.
Second part.
It's like it's got as many points as 2 corners do, but they're all interrelated, which makes it more complex.
Yeah, mathematically, I would say it's A times B.
Yes.
Part A, part B, as opposed to A plus B.
Yeah.
Car 25, just set the fastest lap.
Would you go on fast and talking?
1.832.
It's not even that fast.
Oh, now you've just been hurtful. You're getting notes off Sam. Closing in on the last chicane,
You've got the fastest
but I'm
lap.
not there. I'll only need 3 or 4 more weeks of running here before I get it.
Look at you going fast and talking.
Oh, extra lap of heat, maybe. See, Oran Park, I think, is more traditional, except for turn 1. You know, it's got some. It'll be a lot more straightforward. So I think the skill gap is a bit where it's highlighted more. What's that? What's that word? Exaggerated here. I hope Mark comes back some races. That was fucking intense, that one. I think we've lost Sam to the skippies tonight too. Fuck. Not 0.7 off the pace. Finger out of my ass.
Yeah.
Except for this slow car, that's gonna fuck me over. Highlight of the week is out qualifying Sam.
Highlight of the week is my race win. My race win.
Yep. A well-deserved win after a cool battle.
Again.
Is Mark in here? But he's not. He's bailed on us. Hey, Bale.
You bail.
Alrighty then. Right, Neil. Goodbye.
That means I'll be car 1, you'll be car 2.
Unless Unless there's somebody else here to...
I need to get my SR up a little bit. I was like, I don't mind losing a bit of SR. I'll get it back. But I've really tanked a lot more than I thought.
Oh, yeah. This is where I was at. Because you don't realise how much of it you lose when you stop racing. That well, for me at least anyway, that whatever that was, that perception. And I guess I dropped into that whole practice mode where I just don't care. I'm just lapping and I'm lapping and I'm lapping. You know, just getting comfortable with the car, learning how it works again, learning where the speed is again, not caring about off tracks. And holy fuck, now I'm down to 2. Down from 4.
I also think it's like the SR system doesn't feel like it really fits every type of race.
Track temperature's
Because like
decreasing. It's now 29.
I can do my
Celsius.
Formula One race, and by necessity, you're doing an hour and a half race where you're like managing tires. There's a lot more going on, and you just don't. You're not pushing it like you are in this, and so you don't really get the off tracks, and it's all like fine.
And each
But in
track is
this,
different as well.
it's like a 20-minute race. The draft is so strong, everyone's so close because it's a slow car, so you have to push for those like half a tenths. And when you start looking for half a tenth around the place, you're getting so close to the edge of the track limits that you end up getting off tracks.
Each track is different, right? See, Coda, I think, is probably the worst track for it, for off tracks. But I can think of off. I know there's a few.
Which
but
one?
Coda, Circuit of America.
Yeah.
It's just 25 off tracks per lap.
I
I think the off tracks don't match the visual represent. You know, you look at a track visually and go, okay, I can do this, and it's not. It's just this small correlation.
I think it's just when there's like concrete, because Coda's just like pure concrete. There's like no grass that you run off and hit, so you're always going to be pushing all the way to the edge. It's the exact same thing as in real life, and then what they did at like Red Bull Ring just fixed it, because naturally you now
But there's
are not pushing to the track
corners,
limits.
right? That makes sense. Like there's some corners we go, if I keep my wheel on this part of the Red Bull strip, I'm okay. And then there's other corners. You look at Alton Park. There's just exit of turn 2, I guess. There's just this bit that, like, yeah, if you've sort of zoomed out, you can say, I can sort of see where they're coming from. But in the car, you're running down the middle of the track, and it just misses a little correlation. You run the wheel down the ripple strip, and all of a sudden the ripple strip stops, and it just off track. Oops. You learn it as you go, but you jump in the car and visually it's just a little different.
I don't mind the visual. Like, I don't mind if it's not super obvious, because I think you learn them.
You do learn.
I just think when the tracks invite it, like when it's just concrete there and there's time to be gained by pushing the limits, that's when people get them. And that's also when like people complain like, oh, it's it's not fair, Spa or something. They think, oh, the track's shit, they need to fix it. It's like they don't need to fix anything. You just need to
drive better.
Drive different. Like, you're obviously pushing the limits and you're going over the limit, and then you're blaming the track that you went over the limit. Like
I say, Red Bull Ring was the perfect example. If you make it where it's a physical, instantaneous feedback, you just adjust quickly.
Yeah. And so, like, sure, there's things they could do that would be better, but it's not broken. No. You just have to learn. You just have to, like, do what's in front of you. That's part of the skill. Like,
it is.
Do you want everything fed to you? Do you just want a straight track so that you don't have to do any corners? Like, I don't think people want that.
That's Daytona ovals.
So yeah, like the whole reason this is fun is that it's a challenge.
Fun.
Type 2 fun.
But you're
get
right.
off afterwards and you go, hey, that was fun.
Yeah, I don't feel like I haven't earned any of the off tracks. We're pushing as close as we can, as you said. And if you go that close, sometimes you miss. Yeah. Oh, I can figure out what the names of these last two corners are.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
There's the flag.
Fuck, man. Pressure was on, making little mistakes through the first sector. Come on, fuck.
I had a massive slide in Aqua Minerale, and I watched 4/10 bleed off as I went up the hill.
Yeah,
So I
there
would
it
have had
is.
P1. Would have had P1.
Yeah, but if you didn't make any mistakes, like I lost a tenth or two in the first sector, like out of the first chicane, I think I was okay. But I slid on the exit of the second chicane. I tried to make it up into the hairpin. So all that time gone, and I sort of back to scratch again. And the first left-hander down to where you slid, I lost half a tenth to a tenth.
Yeah.
It's just
Um,
swings and roundabouts. It really was.
I realized though, that second
back.
chicane where I thought I was slow.
Yep.
Watching you go over the anti-cuts on the way in, I realized there's a lot more I could
Uh-oh.
be cutting on that
Uh-oh.
first apex.
Right, better back. I gotta pee.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. I'm glad I could help you find time. I'm always pleased when I could do that.
I think it's like a solid 2/10 that I've been giving up there by not cutting enough on the way in.
Gritting.
5 cars to go.
Fucking check, really. Did. I've got 15 litres, so it must be right, right?
Yep.
Hopefully it's not
15
on
litres
park.
is right.
How many cars? Don't worry. I'm sure it's fine.
We've got 30 seconds.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I feel like I'm now up to speed.
Yeah, I think you are. I thought you were last race. Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think I might have found a little bit of it last race, being behind you.
Again, always happy. Fuck.
It's probably still a little bit, maybe a 10th, but it's close.
I don't think so. Alright, here we go.
Yeah, good level.
Green flag, green flag.
I'm always hesitant to fucking brake late there on the first lap.
Yeah. I had enough clearance, I thought, to cover the guy behind, and it worked. Alright, we can check out. Let's do it.
As long as I don't fuck out. Like that. Oh, come on. That must have been a fucking bee's dick.
I'm leaving a bit of margin on entry, so you don't have to go.
Oh,
deep
no, it doesn't matter. I'd do it anyway. My natural style is just difficult. It's the corner that you carry speed in and brake the whole way through. Oh, I forgot to close the window. Getting in already.
Either has damage or quality fuel.
Yeah. Oh, he smashed all his buttons.
Pushing it.
It's all set up. Once you set it up, sort of brake, release, roll. It's like, ooh, that's just a little bit too much. Just hitched in the middle there. I got it pretty good, but just the smallest little slide.
Yeah, I didn't nail it that lap, but I was definitely gaining on you
On
after
the exit, yeah. Oof. I'm not sure how that wasn't an off track.
I think you just cut the exact right amount. Oh fuck. Holy shit. Almost lost the rear there. Slow down.
That's that corner though. What are you, lap
Thank you.
3? Yeah, it
Yeah.
should be coming to you now.
Come on. There we go. Oh man, it's just out of my draft, which is good. Alright, let's see if I can get back in it. 1.1.
Yeah, you get something to chase. I've just got nothing but mistakes to make. It's like you're now in the lead. Wasn't I before?
No, you had the position on track, but you weren't leading.
That 10th through the chicane then.
You just hit the fastest lap.
Sausage curbs. Look at that.
That's just the mistake I needed from you. And an off track.
No. I was holding my breath. That's about the point where it is. Get away with it. settle down, Chief. Chief's not very confident in my ability to keep you there.
Neither should he be.
Oh. I tried to cut a bit more than I should have. A little unstable.
I'm not quite closing this down though. I need to be
Yeah.
just a couple.
Two.
That's
Just
quicker.
set the fastest lap. 0.61.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Honestly, I felt I took that second chicane as good as I ever have. You gained a 10th through there. As in, I've hit all the markers that I wanted to hit. You know, broke and turned in and rolled and.
Oh, I felt like I finally did that right.
I know, right? Like, I didn't do that terribly, and
Thank you.
Oh, that's an off track. No, slow down, no, slow down.
you cheating.
Strategic off track. Fuck, I'm already up to 3. That's got to be it. No more off tracks.
Must be a house down here that iracing has to draw every time I come down here.
I got monster damage, Robin, whoever's behind.
We're in a podium position. Just set your fastest
That would have been a nice lap for you in the draft.
Yeah, it's a very off track.
Oh, good. Good, Suck it.
I think you used the right words there, Josh.
Oh.
About the other guy.
That's like that, innit? You're going super hot, and it just squirms at the end there.
Yeah. Who would do that? That's
Fuck that.
ridiculous. Every lap, I think I'm going to lose the rear there, and it just grips up as you need it to.
Oh, I haven't. I've had a big slide through there. Come on, Pat.
Car on
Thanks.
your left.
Thanks, mate.
Clear on the left.
I don't know what the fuck he thought was going to happen if he just kept his foot in it.
I know, right?
I don't know how that worked. Bloody the guy who hit me and took a toe came out ahead of me, even though I drove back under my own steam pretty quick. Thanks, Iro.
Oh, fuck it.
I had nowhere to go, Josh, mate. You're in middle of track. Oh, sorry, what the unit
That was a good one from you.
It's break. Close your eyes. Fire it across and hope it
I
comes out.
wasn't sure whether to grab the brakes or keep rolling, but if in doubt, I thought grab the brakes. Apparently it was the wrong choice. Sorry,
Fuck,
man.
right on turning.
Oh, it's alright, mate.
What are you doing, mate?
What's he doing?
Left side.
Bobbing down the middle of the fucking road is what
Clear
he's
on the
doing.
left.
I'm not good at the exit out of there, which is really bad because it's the best overtaking opportunity. Like out into here, I think.
Hard. Well, Sam makes it hard. Fucking curb. You just got to kiss that curb, and if you fucking slip your tongue in just a little bit,
Yeah.
car right. Keep to the left. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Clear.
Well done.
Been there.
I was pretty happy with my move around the outside though.
Yeah, initially I was very slow on the inside. Take the first part very good.
Lost let's go, I think. Or was it 3?
Swear to God, I break at the same point every lap. That lap felt like I pulled it up early. The lap before, she was squirming in the rears. See, I'm at that point now where I'm edging up the brake marker, and the last couple of laps I've gone too deep,
Yeah.
and I've found myself in the middle of the two parts trying to catch it. Did he just... Oh no, 5 laps of fuel. I say, he just had 5 laps left. Must be fuel. Oh, let's miss the apex.
Is that a slowdown?
No. Thank fucking Christ.
Right side. Keep to the left. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Clear on the right.
Fuck, she left me hanging in the middle. She's like, car right, and then that was before the corner, but mid to late corner, she said nothing. I'm like,
Clear on
fuck.
the left.
Update. I really wanted to know if I could swing out. I'm like, update.
I was
update.
just barely probably keeping my nose along your rear wheel so she wouldn't like.
But she didn't say either way. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, do I go out and hope? Oh, that's the grass. Oh. Oh, that's an off track. That's an off track.
You kept your foot in it.
Yeah, fuck that. All the way, baby.
Oh fuck.
Come on, I've just told you that
you-
I've gone in too hot there the last 2 times. Fucking turn in, you dumb fuck.
I actually think that's your most inconsistent corner.
Oh yeah, I
Is that
fucking,
chicane.
I'm horrible at it. I know when I get it right. I'm like, that's it. But what was the marker I just
Car
used?
on your left.
I don't know.
Clear.
It's funny because I feel like I finally get it right after watching you, but now I feel like I'm doing it better than what you were. It's like I've combined. It's like I've combined sort of what I was doing and added what I learnt from you, and now for some reason I'm doing it better.
That's easier following. on it. Oh, fuck. I knew following Sam, I just had to, lift a little earlier and coast.
You can get in behind me. I don't mind if you follow me.
All right, yeah.
White flag, nice and smooth.
This guy's going to see the battle and just pull over.
Obviously.
See, there he goes. Pulling over the edge. What a nice chat.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Mark. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Oh,
Lower.
I did. Holding. He fucked my fucking approach.
Right side. Keep to the left.
Well, you got me off track.
I got you fucking off track. I got an off track.
Car on your left.
Fuck off.
Stay on the right. Keep to the right.
Fucking cheeky bastard.
Clear.
Are you fucking... Am I clear?
Yeah.
Thought you were letting me by there, Peter. Sorry, mate.
Car right. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. Clear. Car on your left. Clear.
You said clear that time.
Yeah, you're clear.
Yeah, but she said clear.
Left side. Still there. Clear.
I've done that before, and it doesn't work.
You just fucking cut my nose off.
I don't know.
That was hard. That was hard, but fair.
It's a shit corner that honestly it's not on. So when you're going over, I'm like, no, he's not that. He's not going to do that. He's not.
Mate, it's the last lap, of course.
Oh, look, I'd have done it. Don't get me wrong. I'd have done it as well. I'd have done it to Sam. But I tried it once, and I think we both got short slowdowns for our trouble. I can't remember who that was actually. It was Sam?
That was close. That was actually really good. But it was like what you you did a Max Verstappen where I pulled out to go for the brake, and then you started like moving across on me in the braking zone. And I was
What,
like,
this
"Fuck."
this corner?
Yeah, on that last chicane. It was like you saw me and then started deciding to defend like after the
It
starting
doesn't
braking.
look as bad from behind when you do that. I think it's so. I try to do that anyway. Like I do try and brake towards the apex, because if I brake in parallel with a wall and then hook it in, I lose the rear. So if you look at every corner where I've fucked up, it's because I've done that.
Yeah, because we came around, hit the 100 board sign, and I was parallel with the track and hit my brakes, and then I was like, oh fuck, I got to turn, otherwise I'm going to hit you. But then as we got to the apex, I was still there, but you were far enough ahead. I think it was. I think it was
Yeah.
I think it was all fair.
All fair.
And you were clear. You were clear on that last corner because I didn't quite brake deep enough to keep the outside line, so you made it.
Yeah, I thought I was.
I tried to up and under you, but I didn't time it right. I was too close, and I had to lift the throttle, and then I just had to get out of it.
Maneuver. But that's racing.
That was a good fight.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed it. No, I don't know. I didn't. It's. Yeah, I'll have to see for another angle. But it's such a hard corner because you can't see it. The sausage curbs. How I just feel like it makes it hard to see the actual corner because you just see all these fucking little. What are they? Little things that pop.
Chicane.
Yeah, they got all that little
yeah.
fucking wire shit poking up.
Mm.
and you can't see the. Well, it's not the apex, but the first apex, I guess. It just for me visually, it's hard to see where that turn in is. How badly did I cut you?
It looks worse from my cockpit, but if you watch from Chase, it's sort of like
Oh, good. Oh, I don't
doesn't look so
want
bad.
to, but and like I said, this is the part where I need time with. It's this dogfighting. This how much is not enough room, how much is too much room, because you go from leaving 3 car widths where you needed 1 to I just cut this guy's nose off.
I mean, I think what you did there is what you have to do if it's a really close fight and you're willing to do everything to win. Like it wasn't like you get like there's anything wrong with it. It's just you remember. I feel like we talked about it at one point where it's like when we used to race SNL and it was like super close between everyone, and then people like Bernie, Brett McBurney, leave like 0 centimeters of space. Like when you're fighting them, they'll go right up to the absolute edge of what they can get away with. And it's like, if you're really fighting at like a highly competitive level, that's what you got to do.
Yeah. My excuse is that couldn't really see the corner to give you the.
Have you watched it?
I've watched from your roll bar. Yeah, I could have given you a bit more room. You can, mind you, that corner. Look at how much curb you do. I think if I go back a lap before, you'll hopefully see how much curb we do take there. Chop.
I think I had 0 more centimeters of room to not get an off track.
So I would say completely over this line. On the lap before.
Over
Uh,
what line?
hang on.
So you're trying to like the red and white curbing is the limit of the track, and you've got to get your center of your car not inside of the red and white curbing. That's the goal.
So what was my next lap?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. It's too.
So you left room, but it wasn't like a full car's room. Like I
you could argue that.
But because you were ahead, I was aware that there was a good chance that I was just going to have to concede. So I'm sort of on that limit where I'm like, do I bail? And right at the last minute, I like used a bit of extra brake just to try and pull back, which is where you get ahead. And I was obviously at a terrible angle, so I knew I wasn't going to like be able to go fast. Heaps of room, fuck off.
Yeah, it should have been below the messy tape, like this. That's how much. I think you're right. I could have afforded you a smidge more, but I said from the cockpit view, I maintain. I'd see, not when you slow it right down and look at it from the apex. It's like, there's heaps of room. But when you're barreling down, trying to determine your turning point, I could have given more.
Yeah, you could have, but if you want to win, you don't.
Anyway,
Like,
I don't think I'd do it to the likes of you and Sam on purpose. Unless it was an SNL race, which fuck you.
I mean, even the reason I was sending it up there is because it was the last lap, and I know it's you, and I was sort of like half like I might need to bail out of this.
Yeah, you should bail out.
And if anything went wrong, I would have let you just cross the line first. We had time. Like, it would have sucked. We got it 4x and everything, but it was like it was fun, and I wanted to just have a crack. Because if it was anyone else, I don't think I would have even tried.
It should be the other way around. If it was anybody else, you should have fucking had a red hot go. That's what I think. just happened? What? Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, when on that last lap when you had a moment at that second chicane, I had to lift off the throttle and use a little brake and just went straight through and onto the off track.
Yeah, and what was I doing? You were
Just
side by
trying
side
not
with
to
me.
hit
That's
you.
what you were. What lap was that?
Oh no,
Second
that was
last?
that was the last lap. We were going around Mark Jeffrey, and when you turned in,
Oh yeah,
you just
Last?
turned in a little aggressively, I think, and it just
Well, yeah, I was just it threw my calculations out on where I was. I wanted to get back over to the race line, and I didn't. I didn't get over and turn enough, or quick enough, and it put me basically as if I'd gone in too hot. And I'm like, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. You could see that I was in the middle of the track. Instead of being on the far left, it was on the middle. And from that point, it was don't crash, don't crash, don't. As in, don't loop it, don't loop it.
Also, going that left-hander after the hairpin, you squeezed me very.
Left-hander.
You go through the hairpin up the hill.
Same lap.
Yeah, same lap.
Okay.
And you squeezed me very aggressively, and I think that also played into my decision to send it at that
Ah,
last
okay.
chicane.
Well, yeah, I'm still trying to understand those.
It's all fair. Like it's fine. It's just like
the intent
hard
is to give a car width and nothing more. I said historically, I've been trying. I have historically given way too much room. Hang on, this is the last lap. You got heaps of room there. What are you talking about?
No, but like as we come around that right kink.
Oh, the right kink.
And you just sort of go to the right side of the track.
No, I'm trying to convince you not to send it down there. I'm like, fuck off! Don't send it there.
You made it work before, so I was like, of course I'm gonna try. It's obviously possible.
And that's why I was like, fuck you. And I certainly wasn't going to let you come across and give you as much room as you needed. I wanted you to compromise your corner.
Yeah, exactly. And you were fighting hard, so I was gonna fight hard at the last chicane. I think I've always, in that position you're in, I've always gone straight back to the racing line, just because I know people just assume it, and you could just get run into by like doing something you're allowed to do.
I think it depends on where the other car is and can they see you.
Yeah.
Because as soon as from their cockpit view they lose sight of you, then you're in a bit of no man's land. And I do agree. But when you're racing these guys, the Marks and the Sams and the thing, once you get left a car width space, like when they leave you one car width and not a fucking centimetre more, it's like, well, fuck you. Because I give them heaps of room because I don't really know where it is because you don't practice it very often. Like these guys they do it all the time and they're really good. Tom Bland, I think I was talking about the other day, is an expert in leaving 100% and not a fucking skerrick more. And I found it very, very hard to pass because every time I got side by side, I felt squeezed and I couldn't. And I'm like, well, I don't want to run into him. I don't have the experience to run this close. So I would sort of be hesitant and I just wouldn't take the speed through the corner and he would prevail each time. I need to practice that. But once they squeeze you and give you only what you're entitled to and not a fucking scary more, you go, well, I need to give some of this back. And that's where I'm at. I can lap properly now. I can mostly do off-track runs. This track's a little different. But that's the part I'm really needing to improve. If I want to take my racecraft to that next level, it's the giving the appropriate race room. So I don't think I gave you enough. Well, we agreed. I didn't give you enough in the last chicane. I think in a fight, you could say, yeah, fair enough. But ideally, I was trying to leave more than that, and I didn't. I just fucked it up.
It's one of those. I feel like it's weird how this grey area exists in racing, where you can look at it and go, like, should you have left more room? And everyone could say yes. But then you also go, okay, well, should we give them a penalty? And everyone would say no.
Yeah, right.
It's just like, it's right in that grey area of like, shouldn't have done it, but it's not over the line. Like it's yeah.
And there's racing rules, and there's, you know what? This is a sim that we're racing on a Euro server or a US server, and you know if I'm racing Sam or Neil, you know it's twice as bad because of the ping. You know, up to the server and back to the server, it's shit house. And Neil and I were practicing here early in the week, and we come across so that corner after the hairpin, we were side by side through there. And I think I up and undered him, so I was coming through on the inside, heading down to Merida, and I sort of rode the curb because I thought, geez, he's squeezing me here, and I rode the curb a bit, and I sort of, you know, it throws you around a little bit, and I drop down, and then the next minute our car's touching, and we're into the wall. We jump out, and it was just a massive chunk of netcode. So there was heaps of room, but there was plenty of room between the cars, and you know, I didn't hit him, he didn't hit me. It should have been heaps of room for the two of us to get through. And it doesn't matter how good you are or how good you think you are, you almost have to go, I have to give this person one car width plus netcode.
Yeah.
And some of these people don't do it, and I don't know if they don't just go, well, we crashed, that was netcode, don't worry about it, because they don't give a fuck about finishing. They just rather race hard instead. I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot of people, their mentality is just like, it's like it shouldn't exist, therefore they're not going to account for it. It's just like, oh, well, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be netcode, therefore I don't want to have to account for it, so I just choose not to.
And that's something I find the karting kids, if you ever race against any karters, they're the worst. And they race as if it's real life. And that's why, you remember Shoma?
Yeah.
That was part of his problem. He would run into you all the time, yeah.
I think you mentioned that yesterday when we were talking to someone. The karters, like, because in real life they run into each other.
And they have to, right? They have to. They have to. No, and they have
very
that.
much lean on each other, and you just can't
literally
do that.
lean on. Absolutely, you bump and you touch and you rub, and rubbing's racing. That's great. But then they come in here and they don't allow for the fact that they're racing someone from the opposite side of the world.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because they should have so much more car control, so much more racecraft. But I think to survive in karting, you have to be aggressive. Like you.
Oh yeah.
You have to go out there with the mentality of I'm gonna fucking win it or bin it, because if you don't get anywhere. So they bring that mentality in, and then they don't allow for any sort of netcode as well. It's fucking frustrating for the rest of us that have figured it out. Sometimes netcode's worse than others, but I think we've had some nice close racing here. I haven't had, apart from the practice round, we haven't had any real netcode issues here, thankfully.
After you mentioned netcode just then, I realised, like, even just that final chicane then, because I was coming straight in and you were going across the front of me.
Yeah.
Kind of lucky that we didn't actually get any netcode there, because it could easily...
computer, forecast that you were going to keep going. And following me, did you notice that every time it looked like I was going to keep going left into the wall, and then all of a sudden it zig back
No, it
straight?
fine. Or maybe a little bit, not much, not enough to really bother me.
It took me so long to figure out that the car in front wasn't crashing. Because I'd lose, because I'd sort of go on the throttle, and I'm like, oh, lift, because, no, wait, and it just snaps back to perfect exit. Fuck. Got way too many off tracks in the race.
Yeah, I got too many because it started getting feisty.
It did. I was still trying, but it's just little bits.
I wanted to keep, I definitely wanted to keep it fairly respectful.
Oh, I just saw your moment. In a one.
Oh, I lost the rear.
Yeah.
But it's also like in these races where it's just you and me and we're well clear of everyone else, I basically just ramp it up. Like, as it gets closer to the end of the race, I'll get more and more willing to be aggressive.
Save your rating. I'm here for the SR. But see that
I
slide?
tried to do it in a measured way, but then you just end up like little, like even just things where like you had a little snap, and that caused me to get off track because I was
So
trying to go faster than you out of the corner, and so I was just in a position where there's nothing else I can do.
That's it. I made a mistake that you should, by rights, be able to capitalise on. car in
Yeah.
front makes a mistake, I get to capitalise on it. That's how it works.
It's
But
just unfortunate.
You're in the
Like-
I was in the wrong spot, and there was just nowhere to go. So that
Yeah.
slide that you had in the one, that was why I never wanted to send it on Sam.
Yeah.
Because I'm on. I feel like I'm on that edge when I'm by myself on the race line. And if you're going to make a move down the inside, well, you're going to break that little bit deeper, aren't you? Just to fucking push the friendship. Like if I get that slide at the wrong time, I'm just going to slap into the side of him. So I don't know if it was just that corner in general, but you're literally fighting the rear. That is the rotation. It's that thing, and then sometimes it comes out too early or too much, and it fucks you. Stupid car and stupid corner. Oh, fucking hell, it's hot as fuck. 8:30, Marcus had his shower, his bag is packed.
Also, just looking at the race results, it's insane to me. Like, we just
Bag packed, shower.
took off.
You've had your shower? Bag packed? It's 8:30. Yeah, we took off.
Yeah, we just drove away. Like, it wasn't difficult, right? We're just driving
Yeah.
our laps at the start and we drove away from everyone. The dude in P3 is 3.9k. And then the dude in P4 is 3k, as well as the dude in P5. Like,
Oh, really?
but we just...
That's a big soft. Oh, I guess it would have had the 400
There's
rating
a,
at the
there's
bottom.
a lot
as
of
well.
people down the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's insane to me that it's just like, they just don't even register. Like, 3k drivers are just... The gap is...
It can
Wild.
be, and anybody who just switches cars,
Yeah.
you get into this and just drive this like any other car, you're not going to be fast.
Nah.
That
it's so
steering
slow.
with the rear or steering with the pedals, this is how you get this car to go fast. And without that practice and knowledge, you're not going to get anywhere. But as soon as you figure that shit out, you can get fucking anybody up there. But most people don't care. They're not interested. They just skip from car to car to car. That,
There'd be
what do you
tons
call it?
of people are fast in the GT3s and they'll get in this and go like, what the fuck, this thing doesn't...
This is a stupid car.
it doesn't go where I point it, and then they just go somewhere else.
Yep. Stupid car. This has taught me more about the braking than anything, though. And what's working in this was I noticed jumping into the MX-5. I tried to use the Formula Ford, not steering with the rears or anything, but just how I brake, almost like brake early and coast through the corners, because this car understeers on throttle. So you sort of steer, release, roll through that initial. So in any other car, you'd be sort of getting onto the throttle to try and hoping that your diff settings and all that sort of stuff, and you sort of hit that apex, get on the throttle, and it continues to rotate. This car doesn't do that. You have to coast through the middle. You brake, rotate the rear, coast for that initial period, because if you get on the throttle, it'll push in the middle of the corner. So, and I tried that in the MX-5 and it wasn't working.
You feel that moment as you're like transitioning off the brake and you're making sure that you're past that point where you can get on the throttle and it will exit correctly. And
the
you can
hairpin.
feel it. There's just a moment. Yeah, the hairpin was one where I was just like, because you got to get on the throttle as early as possible. So I was trying to set myself up to make sure I was on the throttle at the apex.
Oh,
But
fuck.
if you're
Yeah.
a moment too early, you're just going to run straight off.
Yeah,
onto the
it
grass.
plows. You do
Like
any other car,
half
you'll
a
be
second
fine.
or less too early, and you're fucked.
So you brake, get the car, get the nose in, and you lift and you coast. It's not exactly, like there's a bit of trail braking, but it's essentially a brake hard, release, coast, feed the throttle on.
It's a very small coast though, but it's just
Yeah,
you're just
but it's
waiting
not a coast
for
thing
that.
you do. You don't do it in a GT car,
No,
I don't think.
maybe some
each-
corners. Maybe some corners.
There's a style that you need for this car. Oh, that was
And
cool.
I think a lot of corners are fast if you just coast through them. Like down at Aqua Minerale, I think it took me a session of practice to realize like I don't need to be using the pedals the whole way into there. You can kind of just let the car roll.
Yep.
and
Yeah. It's absolutely right. You're not braking necessarily. It's not a brake and turn and accelerate. You sort of lift and coast through the first right hander,
Yeah,
straighten the car, and hope that it's straight.
yeah.
When you get
Because the
fucked.
stability matters so much. Like in the GT3, they're so stable that
Yeah,
you're like,
doesn't matter, yeah.
if I'm coasting, I'm wasting time. I should be either be on the throttle or on the brake. But in this thing, you've got to let it You got to
Yeah.
make sure it's stable.
And Johnny's comment was, you got to feel like you're on the edge of out of control if you want to be fast through here. So how many laps was the rear trying to overtake the front? Like you come into that first part and you're trying to line up straight in the car to brake, and the rear's like going, hang on, I haven't finished rotating yet. And you're like, come on, the corner's right here, motherfucker, let's go.
Yeah, we don't have time for this.
Yeah, fucking oath. It's crazy. But it's what makes the car so fun to drive, hey? Once you get on top of it. Oran Park next week.
Yeah, still no F1, so it should be around, I think.
How many more weeks of no F1?
Just next week.
Oh, yeah, it's a quick summer break. Where are we? Zandvoort.
And
Funny, like you go through corners, you go fucking nail on that corner, like I'm doing really well on the hairpin, and then the last couple of races, I'm like, I'm not getting it right anymore. Am I now overdriving it? Because I was quite good, and I'm like, there must be more time if I'm getting it right. I'm not trying hard enough if I'm getting there easy. I started fucking it up. Same with Aqua Mineralia. I had it sus for a while. Oran Park's gonna be fucking interesting. Fuck, I hate it. Just absolutely watching the F3 box the whole fucking time. God dang it.
I have a really bad habit when it's close like that of checking the black box out of into and out of every corner. You're like,
Not
what's the
alone.
gap now? You do the corner. What's the gap now? Did I lose? Did I gain? And it's just like it doesn't matter. I could for you, I guess I was behind, so it's a bit more. But like I could see you ahead. I didn't need to keep checking the black box,
That's true.
but I just do it.
Yeah. Who was better there? Who got that one? Yeah.
Yeah,
Did I not save the replay?
and it's I think sometimes I tell myself just turn it off, but then I can't convince myself not to just put it back on and look at
Same
it
with
again.
the deltas. The deltas can force you to overdrive. And think if I just turn it off and just let it flow, let the feel of the car dictate it all, you can go faster.
I've gotten a lot better in the races of not paying attention to my deltas because I just race the people. Like it doesn't
Yes.
matter how fast I go. All that matters is am I ahead or behind of the people around me. Like I think the
Sometimes.
F1's taught me that. Though yes, sometimes if you're on your own, you've got
Well, yeah, especially when you're on, I think more when you're on your own because you want to make sure you don't button off. Like if you've got a second gap and you just hit cruise mode, sometime that'll tell you you're cruising. You're 2/10 off. You're bad. Like what are you doing?
Yeah.
You got the fastest lap of the race, you motherfucker.
yeah, fuck yeah.
Half a
I wasn't even
tenth.
paying attention.
Half a fucking tenth.
That's
was-
probably because I was just drafted behind you,
draft,
so it would
yeah.
have just been same lap as you, but just a little bit quicker.
God dang it. But I got 0.07 SR, even 4 incidents. You got 6. That's not terrible.
No, it should have been like 3. Like you said before, 3 felt like a reasonable number of like you're pushing, but you're not being too ridiculous. 6 feels way too much.
God damn it. You are 4 iRating in front of me. God damn it. But I got double green. I get a cheers for double green.
That's good. Yeah.
Happy with that. 39, 29, 29, 16, 16, 28. So what was it soft? What's the soft? 1900. That's a
1-9.
terrible soft considering 424239.
Yeah.
Essentially
And then-
3-3.
And then this
2-8.
292928
Yeah, there's a stack of
and
them
another
there.
3. Yes, another 3.
Oh.
Like
303. Peter, you fuck. 960. 9. Fuck.
yeah,
Why?
I think if Peter wasn't there, it'd probably be like a
There
full
was-
100-point tire.
But Peter Adri was 900. Frederick was 900. Peter was 300. There's a couple of 1,000. Oh, 114, 12. 300. How? I cannot. How?
That's crazy. There's a Guy Robertson 2.8k, which up until not that long ago I would have been like, that's a pretty solid I
yeah.
rating. Finished 8th and still gained. Oh no, lost 1 I rating. He was a minute off of us. A minute. In 10 laps.
Yeah, I noticed today that race, we were catching lap traffic. I'm like, we shouldn't be. There was a couple coming out of the pits, but even then, I'm like, there's still a stack of lap traffic coming up. It shouldn't be. What was his Formula car? He's Peter. Yeah, he's literally that's like his only race in Formula. Maybe it's because he's on the road.
Guy Robertson, best lap 2:03.4.
That's
3
not terrible.
seconds off.
That's not terrible. But it's not terrible. It's.
I think you mentioned before, like this track, like it separates people a lot.
Yeah,
like,
it does. It absolutely does.
because you've got so many technical corners. So if you're just slightly off because you don't quite have that precision or control, you'll be 2 seconds off because.
Well, the first
It's
few
just-
laps. Have a look at your first session that you did here. The first practice session you did here, and I was in the fives. I probably.
Oh, I think I started in the 3s, but then I hung in the 2s for a while. It took me a while to get into the 1s.
How do I do? How do I do this?
Yeah,
Trophy.
it's definitely.
Monza.
There's lots of draft, so it's like you can stick with someone, but in terms of just like raw pace, it really separates people who are not usually that far apart from each other, would have very different lap times.
I don't think did I not save it? Oh, I don't think I saved it. I didn't even do a lap in that one. Maybe I didn't save it.
It was pretty bad at progress. I'm glad it just took me like 1 week. There's a few sessions, like 5 races and 2 practice sessions or
Yeah,
something.
I think that's
but
incredibly quick to come up to speed.
it's funny how much time there is in just the little things.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Absolutely. I'm so happy to be closer to Sam. The draft helps, of course, but being able to, that last race, shut down the gap and then stay with him until I made a stupid mistake, it's rewarding. It is tough. So looking forward to next week because I think that's going to make life interesting. There's going to be fuck all places to pass, really. Like, where the fuck are you going to pass? Yeah, at Oran Park.
well, it says moto. What's the moto layout?
1, 2, 3. It's in between the old 3 and 4. It's now 3, 4, 5. So it's before the bridge. It's a couple of corners before the bridge. So after 2. It's after
the map.
yeah,
What's the track again? Alton?
Oran.
Oran.
My hometown,
Park.
mate. You're in my backyard. I'll let you.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Alton. Oran Park. Right.
Oran.
The layout. Moto. Oh. Yeah, okay. It's almost not different at all.
No,
yeah.
it's not. It's
Just bendy between 3 and 5
Mm.
instead of straight.
Yeah, you just got to remember
That's it.
hold the lock on for a little bit longer.
Yeah, I guess 3 will be just a little bit slower, a little bit later turn in.
Yeah, it'll only take a couple of goes at it before you realise what's going on.
Yeah, and that's not really a make or break corner, I don't think, for this track. Like,
No.
it's the back half of the track that makes everything. Well, and turn 1, I guess.
It's your qual, so it's where you're gonna start in the race, whether you die into turn 2 or not. I think maybe into 3 there might be a passing opportunity, but it's easily fucking thwarted.
I mean, it's a long straight, so if you're behind someone who you're quicker than, you should be able to pass.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but man, it's
Like between
it's
us,
turn
yeah,
one.
it's gonna be hard.
Turn 1 is hard when you're on your own.
Yeah, true.
If you're taking a shallower line into 2, it's hard. That won't stop anybody. But if you can get a shallow line in, and
Yeah, I still think
make the
it's
corner.
definitely the best opportunity you have.
Oh yeah, it's almost the only. Potentially into 3, maybe.
3.
But you have to
There's-
set it up. I think like you have to set it up into through 1 and 2 to make. You probably
Yeah.
need to do that to make it at 3.
Yeah, 3 is one of those corners where you've got to put your opponent off through 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and have them just be offline making a mistake or something out of 2, while you sort of set yourself up for a really good exit, and then you'll have 3. But the only place where you could just straight up pass would be 1 and 2.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, she's gonna be tricky. She'll be tricky. Tricky. Here's the next race, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. Cool. Coolio. I'm gonna wrap this up and make sure Marcus has packed
was
his
fun.
fucking bag.